Coming up in today's episode, a major, massive, huge return coming to WWE, possibly in the Royal Rumble. And another return, also possibly in the Royal Rumble. And then we have some weird Ripley stuff. And on that note, it's time for your favorite segment. It's time for my favorite segment. It's time for everybody's favorite segment. It's time for Cheap Pops.
What does everybody want? What does everybody need?
Oh, another cheap pop.
What does everybody love?
Oh, that cheap pop is there for the taking.
If you've been wondering where the giant Omos is, he has actually been in Pro Wrestling Noah. And apparently he had a title there. He was tag team champion there. He gave the title to that guy there, who apparently is named Daga. And he confirms that he is on his way back to WWE. So, most likely, that means he will be entering into the Royal Rumble. Like, he'll do his Royal Rumble appearance. Where he goes after that, I don't know.
Apparently, Daga is Mexican.
Oh, that's a twist. But yes, the giant Omos. And which only can mean one thing, I would hope. That one thing is Jacob Fatu is going to be standing in the ring, and then whatever theme music Moss uses is going to hit the PA system, and he's going to come out. You're going to have him on one side and Jacob Fatu on the other.
What's Omos got to do without MVP?
I don't know.
Then you get somebody to talk for him. You can
they got
rein him
people.
in. Who? Carmelo Hayes?
That would be a good pairing. Bring him in as the muscle. He can also...
Because they're both black. Just got to pair them together, don't you?
Well, yeah. Or maybe he's Chad Gable's lucha problem solver.
That would be interesting.
Imagine him versus Ray.
Imagine him taking a 619.
Oh, God.
Imagine him getting set up for the 619.
Imagine him anywhere near the 619. Even it getting teased. But yeah, we'll see what Omos does in his future after the Royal Rumble appearance. And again, not confirmed that he's in the Royal Rumble, but it is confirmed that he is on his way back to WWE. Another person who may or may not be coming back to WWE is one Nikki Bella. So there's just talks to bring Nikki Bella back to WWE. Now, I can already tell you the origin of this without looking through this article. So on the debut of Netflix, Nikki Bella was shown in the crowd, and she did that dance that she does, and she did it in front of the Netflix crowd. It went super viral. John Cena probably saw it, and still makes him to this day sob. So she did the dance and went viral, and I guess this led to, I guess there's interest in Nikki Bella.
I don't want to live in a world where Nikki Bella is fucking wanted. Okay, these people didn't watch wrestling.
Of course he didn't.
There's no way. Nikki Bella sucks. She is the definition of bad women's wrestling, that whole fucking Divas era. They're talentless, her and her sister.
I wouldn't go that far.
I would go that far, and then some. Nobody wants to see them in the ring. Nobody wants to see them on a microphone. Nobody wants to see them on camera. She can stay away. She's terrible. It was bad enough when she was dating Cena, so then she got a spotlight because she was the hole Cena was sticking it in.
Yeah, he probably regrets that still, that he lost it. Oh, but he's engaged now. Maybe he's even married, and he still regrets it. He probably saw her do the little dance thing, and then he was sobbing. And then his wife was like, "But you have me now, babe." He's like, "Shut up."
No, Cena's probably like, I can just pick up the phone right now, and she'd still want it. She's a whore.
He's probably like, I bet that contract isn't so bad now, isn't it? At least you won the contract to get your ass beat.
Oh, what if Nikki Bella gets a "You Still Got It" chant?
She will. She's going to do one move and then say, "You still got it."
She never had it, though.
I mean, yes, in ring, I was never like, oh, I got to see this Nikki Bella match.
The Bella twins were the most useless fucking aspect of wrestling for the longest time.
But they were over. The Brie mode, when Daniel Bryan had his retirement thing, and then Brie Bella had to take over the storyline. They're taking it out on her that Daniel Bryan was...
I don't think she was over.
Okay. Well, we know you're not a good judge of what's over. You say Jey Uso's not over.
You're not a good judge of taste. You like Jey Uso.
That's right.
You like a little cartoon characters that. How many matches has he won again?
Doesn't matter.
What's his highlight match?
Doesn't matter. He's
What's
still
his
going to be
key
champion by the end of the year.
What's the key rivalry that he's been in? What's the key storyline that he's done?
You know that. What has he done since then is the question. What will he do?
What has he done since he fucking became the cartoon character? Nothing.
Back to the bloodline.
Not a goddamn thing.
He is the bloodline. This is still a bloodline story.
He's nothing but a joke.
See? That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. Oh, he's good shit. My top guys don't win any matches, and they bob their arms up and down and wear sunglasses indoors that have paint on them so you double can't see. It's all dark from being indoors, and then you got the paint over it, so you just don't want to see shit.
People wear glasses indoors. There's a song about it, as a matter of fact.
Blind people do. Well, fuck Nikki Bella.
There you go. And then on our last note, let's talk about Rhea Ripley, because she was the topic of conversation this week. So, I first got this from a Twitter account called Creepy, which is an account, I don't even know how they got on my feed, but they basically just like post just like memes that tie into horror. Okay. That's pretty much the gist. And for some reason, they tweeted out just randomly a Rhea Ripley transformation picture. And we have it here on the screen. So on the left, we have the blonde Rhea Ripley. She's pretty much blonde American made there.
She's a white meat baby face.
Yeah, blonde hair, no piercings, no tattoos, just...
Well, she got a piercing.
Oh, barely piercing, but that's just sorority girl.
She's got her ears.
Are they gauges? I think it's just hoops.
I can't tell. They could be small gauges. You don't just start off with that.
Yeah. But yeah, so on the left we have her looking normal, if you will. And then on the right you have Rhea Ripley as she is today. All blacked out, black hair, heavy makeup on the eyes, black lipstick, gauges in her ear, tattoos and piercings.
I think that's also important to distinguish that she's in character right here. It looks like she's hanging out on a beach or something, having fun. She's working. Is she Marilyn Manson, where she looks like this 24/7? I don't think so.
I mean, she kind of does. Not all the makeup and stuff, but the black hair, the tattoos, that's pretty much her. And then on the left, when she debuted, that's how she looked, pretty much. So when she debuted, she was in the Women's Evolution Tournament thing, the Mae Young Classic, there it is. She looked like that. And she gained a lot of comparison to Charlotte Flair. It's like, oh, this is the next Charlotte Flair, this is the next Charlotte Flair. She hated that about it. This is her own admission. She hated it. I don't want to be Charlotte Flair. So then she chopped her hair off, dyed it black, and this is where we are now. But why did this gain traction? Number one, because it's such a crazy transformation. As you see, we have 3.4 million views on the thing. Not everybody was familiar with her beginning. I'm a geek that remembers she was in the Mae Young Classic. Only because when I saw her in the Mae Young Classic, I was like, oh, she might be something. But, you know, not many people remember that. But that's here nor there. So, just take it a step further. This is where it really gained traction. So we have this picture, and then we have a random account comment on it. A random account called Society Reviews. And they said, responding to that photo, she was better before. And if she didn't hate herself, she would see that. And of course, this garnered a response from Rhea Ripley because she had to.
Can't just
I don't know, maybe she didn't have to, but she says, actually, I love myself a lot more now. I hated and still hate how I looked in the first pic. So please, and not so kindly, go fuck yourself. Project your toxic masculinity and straight up insecurities elsewhere. Now, when we talked about this offline, I said, what about that was toxic masculinity? She threw that out there. Oh, yeah, you're a toxic masculine. But what about that? Because he said she hated herself.
She hated herself because she looked like a Barbie.
She did say she hated herself, as a matter of fact.
Well, she can say it. You know all about that.
common ground over here.
Don't act like that's unique.
Yeah, but it's just like, I don't know.
He said she hated herself. That stung. She used toxic masculinity. Does it apply to this? Probably not.
Yeah, but in the headline, she tells off a fan, or she goes off on a fan for
Of course.
criticizing her look, body shaming her. So you see that that's what she looked like in her debut. So taking the beach photo out of it, see, she looks like Charlotte Flair. Now I'm talking about the old Charlotte Flair, not the artist formerly known as Charlotte Flair, who's on TV now.
Not Clayface.
Yes, but yeah, she saw the comparison starting, and she had to get away from it. So that's why she changed. I guess on the last note, before or after, what are you thinking? Or neither?
I think it would depend on my mood. Do I want to get roughed up a bit, or do I want to just take it?
Yeah, before is pretty good, but after, it's a whole different vibe, which is also good.
Yeah. Do you want to call her mommy, or do you want her to call you daddy?
Yeah. And it's funny because that's pretty much the two sides right there. But yeah, that's the latest on Rhea Ripley. Let us know what you think of any of the stories. And while you're down there, don't forget to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button,